Hello, hello, hello. So you're going to hear probably some noise in the background on this video. I apologize for that, but this is kind of an odd video. I wanted to show you some things. The channel has been basically going downhill for a while, and maybe it's due to me. I know I've not been able to keep content up as much as I would like, but you know, views and everything's going down. Don't pay attention to, like, on that one segment of this image where it says April 12.99. Don't worry about that. I turned off almost all my advertising revenue here a while back because, as you might remember, I'm kind of a grumpy old dude, and YouTube was copywriting and flagging my videos anyway. So I was like, well, fine, and I just turned off what I could turn off. You know, there's still some basic ads that I know YouTube is going to run, and so I might still make some basic money, but I'm probably not going to make over $20 for this whole month, okay? I'm not worried about that. I'm really not doing this for the money. However, the channel being successful kind of encourages me, you know, to do more. And when the channel is not successful and the watch time and things like that are down, the views are down, then, you know, I kind of have less incentive to continue doing it. It is work to do it, and I enjoy it to a degree. Certainly I do, and I want to continue to do things, but, you know, if the channel looks like it's going down, then I have less incentive, you know, really to kind of try to keep it up. So I'm not putting anything on you as the audience. I'm explaining something though, and there's a few more images you need to see, but this is one that is concerning to me. Just the fact that starting in November, and probably even before then, you could see the channel going down. It's like YouTube just is not really pushing the small channels and stuff. I think they really kind of want us to go away. All right, so here in this next image, this shows where a number of my videos recently got copyright claimed, so I had to kind of put them on private and hold on to them. They say they put the money in escrow. I don't really trust them. Plus, if the music company decides that they don't want to relinquish the copyright claim, then I have no alternative, and they would take any money that was made on those videos. So whenever I get a copyright claim, I immediately take the video kind of down. I put it on private, and I just don't allow it to accumulate or make any money until this is settled. And if the company holds that copyright, I don't really have any legal recourse, and YouTube will always side with the company. In the case of these videos, the company did relinquish these, so they are back up and out there, but this is a problem that is ongoing. For even just a few seconds of music, these companies can do that. They can claim an hour video based on 10 seconds of music, and there's nothing that I can do about it. So these are frustrations, right? So this is kind of frustrating. This is aggravating. And then you have YouTube. YouTube, if you see on this picture, if you see the yellow $signs where it says limited because of ad suitability, it says right next to it, those videos don't make no money. That's really what it is. They're not going to make any money. They're not going to be pushed out, so people are not as likely to see them. Now you'll notice a few of them still got a decent amount of views, and probably because, like, that's a bikini and this was sexy, had the word sexy in it, so it still got some decent views. But you'll notice these others really didn't get much of anything, and it's because they might show a little, now it's supposed to be game violence. According to their community guidelines, game violence is supposed to be okay, and there's no nudity in these. They're not even though that one says sexy rider, it's not even that sexy. You know, so I'm fighting all these things all the time, right? And this Serrana mod right here, Carrot Serrana, the only reason they flagged this is that I showed you what body she was using, which means I showed you in her bikini underwear. And they're just ludicrous. They're just ludicrous the way they do this. Okay, so anyway, so those videos don't make any money. Now, if we look at another one, another list, here's some more recent ones that got flagged, and some of them got flagged as 18 plus only. Again, because a girl might be wearing a bikini. And yet, we know plenty of YouTube channels and things that show a lot worse than that, and they don't get these restrictions, and they don't have these problems here. These are 18 plus, age restricted, plus one more. I don't even know what the plus one more means, but basically, these videos aren't going to make any money, and you'll notice most of them don't even get a lot of views at all. YouTube does not promote them. So if you don't drop by the channel and purposefully look for them, you're not even going to see those. Now, this one, let's see, what is this? This is Busty Nazim. Now, that is an exception. It actually got a fair amount of views. You know, 800 for my channel, 800 or more views, especially when it's released in a short amount of time. That's a lot of views. So, and that's because it's funny and it's silly, but they limited it because, again, I think I showed this character, this NPC, this cartoon. I showed this cartoon in their underwear, you know, in their little bikini. And it's like, wow, we just can't, you know, we just can't win sometimes, all right? So some of these, and the one at the bottom where she's in a bikini, and I admit it's a very small bikini. Okay, fine, but really they go over the top. They act like it's total nudity, and it's 18 plus, age restricted, plus more, and it's ridiculous. Same with my channel update. I don't know why they did that. Nonetheless, so I'm telling you about all this for a reason. If you make it through this video with me, let's go. I got one more image to show you here. So I got this warning. I do make comments out on YouTube videos sometimes. Now, I can tell you, I don't say anything hateful to anyone. I don't encourage anyone to ever hurt anyone. I would never do that. I'm out here just watching videos and leaving some comments here and there. I'm a very conservative person, and you shouldn't be surprised. I'm an old dude. A lot of old people are going to be more conservative, right? So I don't believe in some of the nonsense that's being promoted today. You know, we only have two sexes. We're a dichotomous species. We are mammals. We have male and female. That's all there is. There's not all this other stuff. And I'm just going to be blunt and tell you, you can't change your sex. Okay? Now, you can dress however you want. You can act however you want. And I don't need to know all your private business. I don't need to know it. Don't want to know it. All right? Don't care about all that. But I can't say something or go along with something that I know is true and does not go along with reality. So that's why I say those things the way I do. However, these people who have this mental and emotional issue, and they have this break with reality, I feel sorry for them. I believe, honestly and truthfully believe, they need mental and emotional help. They need guidance. They need help. They don't need their parents, especially when they're 8 years old, 9 years old, or even 13 years old, or 15 years old. They don't need their parents taking them to get themselves chopped up, okay? So this here, I had a comment removed. It says it was hateful. I know good and well I didn't say anything hateful. They won't even share with you what they claim was hateful, so you have no idea what the comment was that they removed. They make sure not to tell you. So I left them just feedback, and said, hey, if you can let me know what you're talking about, I would appreciate it. If I did say something out of line, I would be like, okay, fine. Because I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't be mean to someone. I don't have any reason to be mean to someone out here on YouTube in the comments or anything. So I'm mentioning all this to finally get to this one thing right here, because this threat on my comment says basically they could terminate my channel. So if my channel ever just suddenly disappears, YouTube terminates me for some comment that I make on something, because I agree with a lot of realistic and reality talking points. I do agree with those things. This could be why. If my channel suddenly disappears out of the blue, just remember I'm out on Rumble. I'm on BitChute. I'm on these alternative places. I'm on Spotify, unless they take me down too. But I'm not saying anything or doing anything that would get me taken down, okay? In my opinion, because I'm not being mean or hateful to anyone. If you came to me and told me that you believed you were, let's say you're a guy and you believe you're a woman, I'm not going to be mean and hateful to you. I'm going to feel sorry for you, and I'm going to try to help you if I can, but I'm not going to be mean to you or be mad at you. That for one, that's your life. And if you're an adult, it would just be like if my son did something like that. Well, he's an adult now. If he does that, I can talk to him, but I can't do anything about it. I'm not going to be mean to him. I'm going to hope that over time, maybe I can get him to see reality. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of going long on this, but it's just very irritating, very frustrating. So just want you to realize that I'm on all these alternative platforms. If my channel suddenly disappears, that would be the reason why. Because I'm not going to go along. I'm just not. I'm not going to go along with lies and things that are untrue. And some of the things being promoted, and we know that with the change in YouTube lately, they've been getting worse and worse about this. If you misgender someone, which gender has nothing to do with people originally, if you go back and look at it, gender is all about language, and it had nothing to do with people. People only have sex, and we have two sexes, and that's all there is. And you can't be a cat and you can't be a dog. I'm sorry, if you don't know that, then you need to seek help. And I'm, again, not trying to be mean. It's just a fact. If you don't know that you can't be some other animal, if you really have that mental problem, you need help. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just a fact. Anyway, just wanted to let y'all know, if this channel suddenly disappears one day, and I don't normally talk about this stuff because this is a gaming channel. We're trying to play games and have fun, right? So that's what I'm going to go back to doing. We're going to just let this go. If my channel suddenly disappears or dies, that's probably what the issue is. YouTube probably finally just got tired of me and just said so long. And that's all right. If that happens, that happens. But I wanted you to understand, because this is a threat, and it's an obvious threat, telling me, oh, well, you can't speak your mind. You can't say true things. And I'm just not going to be constrained to that. So, all right. Hey, if you made it this far, thank you so much for hearing me out. I really do appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later.